Three. Oh, wait a minute. I should probably flick the light on the outside of my studio. I have I have like one of those like flashing neon lights.
You do? You have one of those like recording now buttons?
Yes, I do. Like you would see in like a radio station.
Dude, man, you gotta take a picture of that. That is so funny.
All right, I'll make sure to do
awesome,
that,
man. Yeah, that's awesome. It's in the video. That's
you know
awesome,
what?
dude.
You know what? I'm gonna put that at the end of the credits.
That'd be great. I want to see that. I had no idea you had something like that.
All right, let me go turn it on real quick. I know it's around here somewhere, but oh, here it is. I got a remote control too, that controls the flashiness and all that, and even what colors I want. I can get yellow, green, orange, like pink and purples and stuff. The normal default is red, green, and blue.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. That is cool.
Definitely gonna show that off. And welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Matt of the
And
Gaming
we are
Cabana.
live.
Oh, yep, he's here too.
I'm here and we're live because the recording light is on and quite on set.
Exactly. And according to people, I have a voice for radio, so it's rather appropriate.
And the face for one too.
Ah! You're probably right.
Oh. What is going on? Why can't you get this up?
Because apparently you didn't talk to the king yet.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I'm surprised we actually haven't done this yet. We haven't talked to the king.
Oh, he's making you change the wind before even setting out? Come on.
I find it interesting that the Wind's Requiem song is the same notes as Epona's song.
Is it?
It is. Up, left, right. Except you do it twice.
Guy's giving you tutorials on how to get in the boat. Come on.
Like how the Song of Healing is Zarya's song backwards.
Oh, it's a freaky fish guy.
I'm not a freaky fish guy. These are fishless seas, remember?
I saw a video the other day about like how weird these guys are, and about how these guys are actually like the secret messengers of the king. Because in this dialogue or something, he says something like, "There you go, king. Now I don't owe you anymore." And it's a really weird line. So like he'll fill out your map right here, and then his next line will be like, "There, I pay my debt to you," or something weird like that.
Yeah. 7,000 by 7,000. That's a big island for this game. You know, this is going to sound weird, but I've been perusing the internet, and I learned something very interesting about Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Apparently...
Random thing?
Yeah, just something
it?
random. Apparently, Devastator in the movie, his gigabyte size was so huge, like 32 or something like that, like when they actually rendered him throughout the thing they used to make the movies, the hardware exploded.
Oh my god. How long ago was that movie? Like, when did that movie come out?
Oh, like years ago, like early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess we have to give credit or due. Devastator left some devastation.
Hey, see, this is the line. That's it. I've repaid my debt. I'm done.
You take care of the rest.
That is a weird line, and I think that people were saying like these fish guy are actually like an information network for the king or something. In fact, there's actually a part later in the game when you come out of a dungeon, like the king's actually talking to a fish guy about something.
Kind of a crackpot.
So it is an interesting idea. It's an interesting bit of lore that's not really delved too much into the main game.
I kind of have a crackpot theory that these fish guys are actually the corrupted Zora that didn't turn into Rudos, and the king was able to somehow talk them into helping him.
It could be. It could be. Yeah. I mean, there was definitely the other race of fist people.
Speaking about,
I don't know what they call them. I forgot what they're called.
speaking about Zoras, I've been playing the new Zelda title, Echoes of Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I've actually been having kind of fun with that. It's quite a, you gotta use your brain sometimes. A lot.
True. And, you know, speaking of what we were just talking about, in that game, there are two species of fist people. There's
Exactly.
the
The river and the sea Zora.
Yeah, that's right. Which is interesting because I don't think there's been a game that's really done that before. You know, it's always just been the Zora, or it's always been one or the other.
True. Yeah. I think this is the first time we actually seen both of them interact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a weird decision.
Well, I actually got around to that part. I beat that specific area, and I can say that there's a reason for it, and it makes sense for the game that they're going for. It's also a funny it's also it's also a pretty good segment of the game. Like, honestly, sorry.
No, I was gonna say it's a very cliche thing of what they did, you know.
But honestly, the game's not too hard, and the only real hard thing about it is that sometimes you just run into those really powerful enemies that'll just wobble stomp you, and you don't have time to really react fast enough, or you misclick and you do something stupid and it gets you killed.
From what I've seen of the game so far, it seems like there's obviously lots of ways to solve puzzles and fight enemies. However, you know, you always have the option to turn into Link and just attack enemies like normal. You know, that's always like a backup. That seems to be the whole easier solution to everything.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of have a gripe with that part.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's almost like, oh, we can't trust people to play this game just as Zelda, so that's why we added in the ability to turn into Link briefly.
Well, you don't turn into Link, you just adorn his outfit. But my problem with that is, if you're going to get the stuff anyways, why not just simply have it that you can use the D-pad to switch between your weapons of choice? Like, you have the staff, which gives you the power to create things, and then you also get the sword, and so far you also get a bow. And you can easily use the D-pad to switch between them because you're not using it for anything else. I don't see why I need a transformation for it.
I think one of the main gripes that people have with the game is that, you know, you get all these echoes and everything, but there's just not a good way to sort them. Like, it's just a huge list that you have to sift through. It's a really weird system that I don't know why Nintendo why they went with that, really.
My brother keeps trying desperately hard not to accept the fact that I'm trying to convince him that it's just basically a Rankin Bass Minecraft.
What?
The style of Echoes of Wisdom and Link's Awakening reminds me of the old Rankin Bass films.
Yeah, I could see that.
Hell, I did a meme of it on Twitter years ago when Link's Awakening came out.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean the art style is like very clay, so Clay Mason.
Very
style.
similar. Especially when people try to make sequels with like the crappy CGI. And then you have those very rare oddity live action ones that you don't want anyone else to know that exists, like Mirror Mask. Stay away from that movie.
I've never even heard of it.
For those of you who don't know, no, for those of you who do know, I don't want to be a waiter!
Another mention of Dislocy.
Mm-hmm. I think this is the first time you actually hear about it.
Is it?
At least to me.
I think so. Yeah. They might have mentioned that. They might mention that sometime later in the game too.
It's possible that someone earlier could have told us and I just didn't talk to him. But that was nice of him. Also, he has a point. If this is a fishless sea, you're not really going out for any other reason than to get treasure, one way or another. So, if you were in this situation, would you be a treasure hunter, or would you just go to piracy?
I think I'd probably be king of the pirates.
Yayo, yayo!
Geico!
The car insurance version. Yo! Geico!
Set sail for one piece. It can save 15% or more. Did they make this easier in the remake?
I believe that so, yes.
Oh.
Man, what a thing to find when you have a full wallet.
What a bummer.
Also,
I found a silver rupee. I'll just throw it back in.
Also, this is very unfortunate for this Link. All that treasure, and he has to throw the chests back. He can't really hoard things. It'd be hilarious if he could get like a little like floating like chest behind him that he could throw stuff into.
I mean, for some reason, people in this world have like really small ships, except for the pirates. The pirates have huge ships, but like those people that you just saw, like the salvager people, they have extremely small ships.
Are you kidding
they have
me?
4 people.
The pirates don't usually have small ships. They have submarines, and usually ships that shoot cannons. But I think that's more Ganon's forces than actual pirates. Wait a minute. If all the monsters are looting and pillaging, plundering and pillaging, pillaging and plundering, would that mean that Ganondorf is trying to assert himself as king of the pirates?
Oh my god, I think he is.
Monkey D. Luffy versus Ganondorf. Who would win?
He's trying to become the king. Yeah.
This sounds like a One Piece arc. The Great Sea Arc.
I mean, Luffy's already broken into prison once, so he can do it again, no problem. No, but I mean, just what I'm saying is that like all these people have such small ships. Beetle has a small ship. Those salvagers have a small ship. You have a small ship. The only people who seem to have these huge ships are the pirates.
Now that you mention it, the only other big ship that's around besides Tetra's is the ghost ship.
Exactly, and that was probably a pirate ship at one point too.
Also, now that I also stop and think about it, what's the point of a postal system if there's no established government? You'd think there would at least be some kind of like Navy-esque empire. But it's pretty much lawless. Like every island has their own set of codes. It's like Skyrim.
That's a good point. That's a good. I feel like that's almost something that you would think about if this game had more time to develop. Like maybe they would think about that kind of stuff. But it's just like, yeah, we have these real people who are the male people, and whatever.
Although now that I stop and think about it, I think the only ones with any established leadership is the Koroks and the Ruto. Like the Hylians are completely scattered. There's not even a mayor.
I wouldn't even consider the Koroks to be one because they're basically forest spirits at that point. They're not really a civilization.
They're more civilized. They're as civilized as it gets in these parts, apparently.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there really are just like forest spirits who go throughout islands and try to plant trees. That's all they do.
Still weird. They all live in a wooden submarine. I don't think that would be a good submarine, especially with the door wide open.
I don't know what they were thinking here. Especially with their lookout being fast asleep.
Not even a metal door. Oh, that's gotta smell like poo gas.
You know, you gotta wonder if these moblins here, if this is how they have it set up. Because look at all they have tables, they have silverware, they have plates.
Where do you cook the food? Is it?
I almost wonder if these guys like took over the submarine.
Oh, they probably invaded and killed the residents.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, this is some Fiends level shit. I guess there's no sugarcoating it. Yeah, we killed them. It was weird though. They just opened the door.
Rats, where are the rats? Oh, nice, empty bottle.
Yep, that makes
That was
two.
a good find.
Again, bottles more valuable than the Master Sword.
Especially in a world that's covered by ocean. So having a place to actually store liquids and everything, yeah, that'd be pretty valuable.
Yep, you could scoop up seawater in that, put it over a fire to make it evaporate, and have something overhead so you catch the smoke so it can just drip into a cup, and you've distilled yourself fresh water to drink.
It's just that easy.
In this,
Actually, I don't even know the process.
That's exactly how you do it. You get seawater, you heat it up, you put something over top to catch the steam. So when the steam starts to collect and dew up there, it can drip down and into a cup that you can drink it.
Yeah, but the problem is trying to contain all that vapor, all the steam coming up, and trying to get it to drip. That's the issue.
That is the issue. Yeah, you're not going to be able to just pull it right out of your butt, like in the middle of like a tropical island or some shit like that. No, that's going to take some hard thinking ingenuity. Possible, but you're going to have to do a lot of steps.
Not something you can do with just a glass bottle by itself, really.
No. Maybe leaves.
Speaking of leaves.
Oh!
Guess where we're going? Guess where we're going to? Oh, Forest Temple.
And much like the Dragon Roost Island Temple, we're going to do everything here before we actually go into the place.
Hey.
Her.
Hey, credit to the game. The Forest Temple was not the first temple that you start with.
True.
It's the second.
Yep, you start with the Fire Temple. I'm actually surprised that a tree like that can survive on an island, surrounded by seawater like that.
I guess it's because of the fresh water that's coming out of it.
Mm-hmm. That's possible. So you think all the fresh water coming out is diluting the seawater enough?
Perhaps. But do you know the secret with that river water? You know that there's a link between the fresh water around the Deku Tree and the final boss of the dungeon.
Ah, yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if you knew it because it was one of those things that was discovered like just a couple of years ago that you could
Yeah,
do.
when I saw that, I'm like, what? It's like, I felt like a caveman discovering fire.
I know. It was pretty surprising. And it's not too bad to do because you can just get to the final boss, warp back, get the water, and then go to the boss.
I was actually debating about doing that because I didn't know if you knew the glitch, and I was going to be like, am I going to be able to blow your mind today? But apparently not.
Yeah, sorry, I've seen the video. But I mean, it'd be cool if you were...
Actually, I shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be cool if you do that in this playthrough. I've never seen anybody actually do it. Like, I've just seen clips of it.
I can try. I'll have to complete the dungeon first.
I like how this place has a mailbox. Like, who's sending mail to a forest?
It's, you know what? It actually does me good to know that the Koroks actually do believe in the mail system. They gotta get their Pokemon cards somehow from Troll and Toad.
I guess they're civilized enough. Oh, look, Link's eaten. Oh well.
No, this isn't Jack and Daxter. There's no vor ending here.
You can just bully these guys.
Fight back! Fight back! Thought I grabbed that, but I guess I didn't.
Go back to Mario.
Go back to My Dolly Yarth.
Ooh, this one actually requires you to change where you swing.
Yeah, not gonna lie, this video doesn't really paint me in a good light when it comes to the gameplay.
I wish you didn't have to stop when you swung. I wish you could just kind of like naturally turn yourself while swinging.
Yeah. Maybe in the remaster.
The Unreal 5 engine version of Wind Waker. You'll be able to see every single fiber on Link's clothes.
You'll finally be able to see every last follicle of his hair.
You can see every wrinkle on Grandma's face.
You can see all the fear in the Moblin's eyes as you plunge the Master Sword into their chest, taking their life.
Link, it's been 127 years. Let me die. No,
I
Grandma.
I
Your
fairies.
Stop reviving me.
So do fairies actually prevent people from dying from like old age and stuff like that? Like, I know if you like die in battle they help out, but I don't know if they will help with natural causes.
For lore reasons, probably not.
Yeah.
Right. Forest Haven.
Huzzah. Can't go up that way. I learned.
Yeah, Link can't just pull himself up a couple of inches.
Nope. His tiny baby arms, he won't let him.
Hey, look, it's me as a teenager.
Stop reminding me of the past, damn you. It would help if you target onto a different one, you dumbass.
Yeah, keep it in your spoils bag. You know, just take a giant drop of jelly and just throw it inside a plastic bag. That will work.
Yep. Plastic bag? That thing's made out of cloth. That or monster leather.
Oh, I didn't know this happened.
Yeah, if you take too long, they go back on.
They're like, screw this, we're going back on paint.
Oh, speaking about games I've been playing recently, I've also been playing Hyrule Warriors a lot with my brother.
Oh, really? Which one? Is it the first one or the second one?
The first one. I was thinking about picking up Age of Calamity.
Age of Calamity was interesting, but I know the first Hyrule Warriors, that game has so much content. So much stuff.
Yeah, especially for the Master Sword in that game. Do you know how to even unlock its powers?
It's been a long time. I don't remember.
Yeah, apparently you have to go around and unlock every character's weapon. It doesn't matter what level or grade, you have to get it. So you have to go into adventure mode and go to every space that has a sword, and you have to fulfill the requirements to get it. Once you do that, you have to kill a total of 25,000 enemies, and then you could finally unlock the full power of the Master Sword.
Which is kind of ridiculous because Link is already strong enough in that game. Like you can just power him so much that he just becomes super strong regardless, no matter what you use.
And there's a reason I also bring this up. It's because I'm a Ganondorf main. Obviously. And I got hit. They gave him his Wind Waker outfit, and it looks so good in the game. Like, if Wind Waker actually got the proper HD remaster it deserved, it would definitely look like something out like Hyrule Warrior style, and that Ganondorf proves that it would work.
Oh boy, here we are. Here's the introduction to the Koroks.
Don't worry. Don't not worry. Tears of the Kingdom will make up for all this.
It's just such a weird thing that the Koroks from this game kind of become the staple of Koroks throughout the rest of the series.
Yeah, he even mentioned here that they were once children, but take the form of children, but they changed their forms after this because.
Well, yeah, I mean, this was pretty much like the most blatant thing of saying like, oh, these used to be children, so you know they used to be the Korok, they used to come from Kokiri Village. That's forbidden.
It is forbidden for a reason.
Leave him to die.
I knew I shouldn't have let Mido reincarnate into Makar.
Kind of crazy that he knows that the Deku Tree knows of the King of Red Lions.
Well, apparently people say that this Deku Tree is the one that sprouts up after we clear the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time.
Oh, yeah, okay, I can see that, That makes sense.
Because from how I understand, this is supposed to be a continuation of the Ocarina of Time line where, he breaks out in the future timeline after everything? Or it was when Link leaves for Majora's Mask, Ganondorf goes and does his thing, and that's how we get the Wind Waker timeline.
Yeah, I'd have to look at the official Zelda timeline again. I know that some people were like, "Oh, this isn't right."
I got the freaking books. I got the Triforce anthology on everything Zelda. I got the red, the blue, and the green book.
Okay. And that has the timeline on it?
I'm pretty sure it does, and if it doesn't, I have to ask Nehru what the fuck is her wisdom is going to be worth if she can't keep a simple timeline record. Look at me, I'm putting more value and worth into the goddesses more than the actual Zelda games nowadays.
Yeah, they're always just kind of pushed to the side, like, oh yeah,
it's all Hylia now.
Yeah, I know, really.
Yeesh.
The giant angel statues.
And then you have the evil Hylia statue that will trade hearts and stamina wheels in placement to upgrade the other.
What if there's going to be a Zelda game where, like, the three goddesses fight against Hylia? That would be...
Oh, like a full-out divine war.
Oh, that would be cool. What is going on here? I hate these things.
Not gonna lie, I flubbed hard on a lot of these.
Oh my god, you're off by just like an inch, and it just rockets you away.
This is not the game's fault. This is mine. I'm terrible.
Rocket, justice, rocket, rocket, backpack, rocket, go! No, it's pretty precise. It's I remember this being pretty precise. This is one of those things I think that they fixed in the remake. I think it's a little bit more forgiving.
You know, I also was thinking about giving the Dead Rising remaster a chance at it. I know they've unfortunately has some censorship in it, but I was thinking about playing through it and seeing what exactly are they talking about with the censorship. See what's up. Because as far as I can
That'd be
tell,
cool.
it's pretty much just the same game with just different changes and some pre-order content.
I have not seen anything about that game at all. I completely forgot that even came out. So
And
you
don't
got
forget,
a tree leaf.
and I know that the free game for the PlayStation subs this month in October is the Dead Space remaster. So that's also something I'm planning to grab too.
That's a pretty good deal.
It sucks we won't get it too.
Haha, you're not supposed to be up here.
Oh. Hey, you ready to watch Matt do another stupid thing? He forgets to change the direction of the wind.
Oh no! Fly against the wind. You can do it, Link.
Nah. Didn't stand a chance.
Okay, so this. Okay. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Hey, listen. That could have gone a lot worse. You know, if you see, the thing is that if you would have fallen in the water, it just resets you back up to where you jumped off of. But if you would have failed on that platform, you would have just been stuck there and had to walk back up.
Yep.
That could have been a lot worse. So, you know, count yourself lucky there.
And that is that.